going on YouTube? It's Moto Dad Matt here. I'm back at you with another video this week. I told you guys I'd be uploading weekly and I'm gonna do my best to keep that promise. So the video I'm making today is gonna be the ZS212 swap into a Grom or Grom clone. So let's get through it. First things first is, if you have a Grom clone, this bad boy will just bolt right in. No modification necessary. Other than maybe for the carburetor. I'll get to that in a few minutes here. But the exhaust that I had fabbed for the original one, the 125, it fits right up. It does hit that starter right there, so I am going to extend it. I just need to weld in a little, inch piece right there and extend that neck at the header. Boy, this thing is just a blast though. It's nice that it actually has an oil filter. You take this cap off, there's an oil filter here. It's a 5-speed, so it's definitely more usable around just running around. And as far as the power goes, it's easily twice as powerful. So it definitely does the job, especially with that 30mm flat slide carb on there. I just finally got that dialed in. I was having an issue. I couldn't get the air fuel ratio right. It was just killing me. And then I realized that I had the stock fuel filter on there, and in the fuel petcock that I had put on there, it was choking the fuel system, and it would run fine for a minute, and then it would just start lumping and being real weird, and I could never get it to run right all the way through. I am having a little issue with the transmission. The clutch is slipping a little bit, and I think it's because I put Mobil 1 synthetic oil in there, and these little pit bike engines do not like synthetic oil. So I'm going to take that out and put some standard oil in there, and hopefully it's only when it's cold though, so I don't know, maybe I just need to adjust my clutch better, but it seems like it's fine. It doesn't engage too early or too late, but that's just something I'll hammer out the details on. But I couldn't get the air fuel ratio right on this thing, and I found out that the stock boot they sent me was bent in the middle, so it was allowing air in, and the fuel filter was choking. The fuel filter and petcock were choking out my fuel system. So all of that created a lean issue that I was fighting, and it would go blah, 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 blah. It sounded like a really gnarly cammed bike or something like that, but it obviously is not. I went through, I adjusted the valves, I did all the everything, and then finally found out that was it. And now I put a new filter on there, bigger lines. I think I'm running 3/8 inch lines right now, and yeah, it runs like a champ. It obviously idles rough when it's cold, but once it's warmed up, it just does the job so well. Oh yeah, so what I meant with the carb is, there was a plastic piece that ran along here, and I just kind of took a Dremel and sliced it off of there so that this guy can poke out here. Because if you put this the other way around, it contacts the valve cover, and the wheel comes up and it'll hit the air filter. There's some oil from where I had the carb turned around, and I realized that wasn't working out for me. Yeah, but this thing is just it's just a monster. If anyone who's on the fence about it, I would just pull the trigger and handle it, because it's worth every penny. It's a good thing to have in your little Grom clone. But if you have an actual Honda Grom, to my knowledge, I don't think there's an EFI system for this, and I don't know I know you can hook up your fuel injector. You can drill and tap this and hook up your fuel injector, but you would definitely have to get it tuned by someone who knows what they're doing. And but to my knowledge, there's no EFI system that bolts up that's made for this. You also have to get the Chimera engine brackets to bolt up, so that way it's more reinforced, and it turns the 3-hole to a 2-hole on the Grom. Also, something I forgot to mention as well, this engine is designed to run off of a 5-pin CDI, so it will also have 2 yellows for accessory power. Your green is your ground. This is your trigger wire for your CDI that triggers your ignition every time you hit, I believe, top dead center, or whatever degrees before top dead center that it fires. There would also be a black wire here that I have cut this black and red wire here, if you can see it there. Focus, come on, focus. So I cut it, bent it back, capped it with tape, and then taped it back here so it wouldn't get in the way or contact anything, make anything short. This is for the 5-pin CDI system, which I believe operates without a battery, or that's AC ignition. So by doing this, you can change it over to DC ignition. I don't know if that affects anything, but so far it rides great, so I haven't had any troubles with it. That's really the only tricky part of this whole thing, was doing that. I actually had to order another one of these plugs, the little the male end of it, because I messed up the factory one. So you can actually get these on eBay. I think it was like $3 for a set of 3 of them, so you have extras in case you mess them up or whatever. But yeah, that's the only real wiring you have to do, is just to snip a wire and put it back, and then make sure that your all your wires are in the right place and they match correctly to the factory wiring harness there. So yeah, it's not really super hard to do the swap. You probably just need a buddy to help you get the bike up on a stand or something, but I mean, I did it by myself, so no reason you can't. But like I said, if you're looking into it and you don't know if you want it or not, I would definitely 100% recommend you pull the trigger. Another really cool thing about it is that it comes, so you unbolt this and this, so that's where the oil runs through. So it comes from here, there's a little oil pump, pushes it through here into the filter, and then the filter goes through the valve, to the valve cover and all that stuff. It distributes through the engine. But you can actually remove this little one right here, and you can bolt up an oil cooler directly to it, which is what I'm getting ready to do. And I think I'll do a video on how I do that. Also, I'm planning on doing a riding video. So I'm gonna ride it, I'm gonna probably take it to a parking lot or ride it around my neighborhood, so you guys can hear, while it's riding, and do a couple wheelies and stuff. So far I've gotten it to do power wheelies in first and second gear, and I weigh about 220 pounds, so it's definitely capable as a stunt bike, as a daily rider, as a track bike, or whatever you want to do with a little bike. It will accomplish it. I would say this is probably the most capable little bike there is. So with that being said, let's listen to some engine noises. A little bit rough starting out there. It'll smooth out here in a second. Also, another thing with that, you have to get a longer clutch cable because the stock one won't work. I tried to make it work and it just won't work. It doesn't, you can move the arm for the shifter, but it doesn't engage right, it doesn't work right. So I ended up just getting this and doing it right, you know what I mean? It's the only way to do it, is to do it right. So yeah, I'll just keep it short and sweet, end it there. Couple revs. But if you guys have any questions or comments, if you guys want to know anything, you guys want me to make a video about something, just let me know, and I'll do my best to do that for you guys. Let's listen to it. that's gonna be it for today's video. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. If you want to see any different videos, if you guys want me to make a video about something specific about the bike, if you guys want me to do a tutorial on how to do something, I'd be more than happy to. Just let me know in the comments. Go ahead and like, subscribe, turn that bell on. See you guys next time. Peace!